Hi, my name's Clare Ashton, and I'm reading from Finding Jessica Lambert. I'm reading chapter 5, and by this point, the mature Anna has taken in the younger Jess after she had a panic attack, and they're waking up the next morning. "Have you found your bearings?" Anna asked. Her guest seemed remarkably at ease this morning, right down to the big goofy smile. She lounged in bed in a tight black jeans and jacket. "Have you told someone where you are?" Anna continued. "No. Do you think I need to?" Anna puzzled. Perhaps it was the invincibility of youth talking. "Well, you've woken up in a strange flat with a woman you didn't know the day before." "I'm 24, not 16, Jess laughed, and the deep timbre of her voice reinforced her statement. Then she added, "Although I woke up in plenty of strange places when I was." The response was laden with innuendo, and with Jess's looks Anna was in no doubt about the statement's veracity. The abrupt silence that followed perhaps spoke of Jess's embarrassment at overstepping the mark. Her guest peered away for a moment. Anna still wasn't certain, but did Jess's attention sometimes more than linger? Not that it mattered. Any partiality wouldn't flourish past the awkwardness and Anna's limitations. She wouldn't allow it for a start. But for now, could Anna let herself enjoy it for once? It frightened her, but Jess would be gone soon enough. It was surprising how relaxed Anna was, too. After Zara had quietly popped round to check on her after the cafe had closed, Jess sleeping through it all, Anna had slept deeply and woken refreshed in the morning. She thought she would have a wretched night with a stranger in the flat, but it had been reassuring to have company, the regular breaths of sleep lulling Anna into slumber, too. For once she hadn't triple-locked the door, and here was her troubled visitor, too, calm, if a little flustered. Just cleared her throat. "I like your flat." The grin that accompanied it spoke of genuine appreciation, even if the change in subject had been clumsy. Jess got out of bed. "Really beautiful. I love the colour scheme." Her large eyes shone with enthusiasm. "It was my aunt's apartment," Anna said. "I bought it from her when she moved into her home. A friend of mine, actually a set designer, decorated it for me a couple of years ago. I was lucky. Very lucky. It's gorgeous." Anna hesitated, not wanting to explain. "I wanted a complete change. I wanted a bold and saturated colour scheme. To feel safe, contained, nurtured, her world away from the real one." Dominique, with her artistic eye, had presented Anna with a palette of rich yellow and red ochres for the bedroom and snug spaces, and Prussian blue for the kitchen cupboards. The rows upon rows of pots on the kitchen surface were arranged in colours from the whole palette. It was all complementary and pleasingly harmonious and sumptuous. "I love it," Jess said. "The colours make me smile and want to roll around in your bed, enjoying the luxury of it all." Jess stopped, her smile frozen on her face while the words hung in the air, cut off at the realization of what she'd said. So was there something more to Jess's compulsion to roll around in Anna's bed, not only enjoying the decor? Anna dismissed the notion, for Jess's and her own sake, and persisted with, "I had to share it with 2 others to afford the mortgage." "3 people in here? Blimey, where did you all fit?" Jess spun around, her expressive and beautiful features in entertaining shock. "I shared with 2 others from college, and we were all broke," Anna replied. "We hardly had any belongings and managed to squeeze in." "Did you all squeeze into one bed, too?" Jess joked and pointed towards the bed that Anna sat upon. Anna tilted her head to the side. "Yes, 3 of us, all snug in a bed." "Oh," Jess said. Was there a gulp? Anna could swear she could hear the wheels turning in Jess's mind. Was she piquing Jess's curiosity about her sexuality? Anna had to admit she had a few questions about Jess, questions she had a decent feeling she knew the answers to. "They were good friends," Anna said. "Some of the best." Still silence from Jess. Still the wheels. "Right," Jess said. There was a slow nodding and a humming to make light. Anna had definitely sparked her interest. "Penny and Elizabeth," Anna offered. "Women," Jess mumbled, it seemed without thinking. Then silence. Still those wheels. 3 years, 3 in a bed," Anna said. "That's, Jess picked at a nail. Long time to share a bed." "Yes, lot of nights." "I suppose it's nice to snuggle up in winter." Anna let the suggestion hang there a moment. Was she mistaken, or was Jess a little hesitant and coy? Was she tripping over mental images? Anna was picturing 3 women all cosy, so she'd bet good money Jess was doing the same. She decided to move the conversation along for Jess, who was possibly catatonic with awkwardness. "Lot warmer in the summer, though," Anna said, attempting to shift the mental images out of the bed. "Really?" Jess said, politely interested question. Definitely. Come spring, the sun shines through these windows until evening. It's gorgeous." "Yeah? Well, an attic like this, at the top of the building, with the heat rising in the day, it's like a greenhouse. I think we were down to our undies in June." Oh dear. Jess definitely gulped. Anna hadn't intended the image, but it tickled her now that her companion was so obviously affected. "I bet it was hot," Jess gasped. Anna had to cover her mouth to stop laughing. "Absolutely." She decided to clarify. "Sometimes I stayed with my boyfriend at the time." "Oh." It was a light "oh," but tinged. Anna could hear it and see a little of Jess's spirit sink. Was she fooling herself, or was Jess disappointed that her ex had been male? "Must have been good friends by the end of 3 years, though," Jess giggled. "Very intimate sharing this space." Jess's subconscious was making itself very vocal indeed. "They were great," Anna said soberly, but with amusement bubbling inside. "Penny, my best friend, and Elizabeth did start seeing each other." "Oh?" It was said lightly, as if uninterested, but so very high-pitched. "Right." That, too, was an octave awry. So, they'd established Anna knew lesbians. "But," Anna added, "I was never involved with either." It said something about her, though, didn't it? Jess's mind was ticking over again, perhaps rejecting the suggestion that Anna had ever been either's lover, but not protesting the possibility. Jess said, with clumsy nonchalance, swinging her arms round her back. "Awkward." Anna laughed. She didn't know if Jess meant her reaction or Anna sharing with 2 friends who were lovers. She imagined both. Jess's now blatant interest in her sexuality entertained her. Whether she was interested in Anna or not, Jess's gaydar was beeping, and surely that said so much about her. "So," Jess stuttered, "she's still alive?" "Which one?" Anna asked. "Sorry? Which lover? Whose lover?" "Well, not mine, but the 2 I shared a bed with." Anna's cheeks twitched, trying to suppress her amusement. "Oh, ha!" Jess padded from foot to foot. "No, not them. No, you're not lovers. I wasn't thinking of them. Honestly." Honestly. Anna bet she was, in all kinds of ways. "No, really," Jess said. "I meant your aunt." Jess sounded relieved to have finally steered away from that minefield. "Is she dead?" she said with great delight. Anna raised her eyebrow. "Oh, I mean," Jess's chin dropped and her voice lowered with solemnity, "is your aunt, who I am sure you adored and probably doesn't deserve my disrespectful tone, is she alive?" Anna paused, her lips parted, pondering. She shouldn't be drawing it out, but Jess's open book mind and ability to entangle herself was adorable. "Yes," Anna relented. "Oh, good, what a relief. Actually, it's something she's rather livid about." "What?" Poor Jess. The exasperation hit 2 octaves higher, and her eyebrows touched her hairline. "It's just that she was expecting to be in a home for a year at most. She smoked and drank her way through life, but she's one of those rebellious souls who defy even carcinogens. So she's still kicking about, something I'm very happy about. But I think she envisaged dying young and gloriously, and didn't intend going gently into that good night. Her words. Her borrowed words, at least," Anna added. "And is she in a home?" Jess asked, peeping from beneath her bouncy fringe. "She's happily sharing a house with 5 old friends in Epping, with a garden and view over the forest. They can afford a full-time carer between them, and run up a riot because they make the home rules." At last Jess relaxed, her shoulders dropping with a satisfying sigh. Safely out of territory where she'd mentally rolled around in Anna's bed, possibly visualized Anna with 2 female lovers, and wished death on her dearest of relatives. "She sounds like a big personality," Jess said, delight in her voice. "She sounds like my Nan." And those big, beautiful eyes stole Anna's.